Spencer Lewis here for InsideTrackNews.com. Post-race, round number 3 of the APC Six Pack Series, the 100-lap event here in Delaware with our winner, driver of the number 10 machine, the big game hunter, Jesse Kennedy. Jesse, first off, the other competitors here, it really seemed like it was going to come a tire strategy race. Your tire strategy was to stay out. 100-lap old tires, and you still came home with a win. That number 10 car was a rocket ship tonight.
Yeah, I thought the car was balanced enough, but we did have that in the game plan for later on. I thought they were all getting their tires maybe a little too early. Some were 30 laps in, some were 40 laps in, but ours stayed pretty consistent, so hey, let's stay out.
You put on a show tonight. You had a phenomenal battle with Matt Perdico and then another one with Cole Powell. It just seemed as though whoever was taking a run at you tonight, they just could not find their way by that number 10 machine. You made up seemingly all your positions going into the corner. You were getting that drive in better than anybody else. I mean, it was a masterful performance late in the race because it looked as though Cole Powell was going to try anything to try to get around you.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that lane here on the outside is pretty tough to make that pass. You gotta pretty much do it right off the restart and right off that first corner, and hopefully you beat them off a two there. So that's the biggest battle. And, you know, yeah, we raced hard, they raced hard. That was about the whole game plan. So.
Conservation is so huge here at Delaware because if you let it, I mean, this is a track that'll beat up your tires, it'll beat up your brakes, and just about everybody had their equipment going away on them late in the race except for this number 10 machine. Was that part of the game plan right from the drop of the green flag?
Well, it certainly was balanced well, which I knew that, so I just was driving. You know, the guys that came from the back with the new tires, well, they had to race their car to the front. Basically, I just drove and waited for them to get there. So, you know, again, patience is that game.
Now, this is a new car to you, new car to your stable, to your fleet. There was no feeling out process at all. Is this the first time you've raced this machine?
Yep, very first time this week. Obviously, it's a championship car with Ron Sheridan driving it. It's got a lot of, you know, really good stuff in it that we've never had before. But we had a little bit of carb issues too. You know, it sat for a couple years, so I think the float level was a little low, so I was really stumbling off the restarts. So.
See, I floated this to you earlier on Facebook that this might be the start of the Jesse Kennedy driver development program. Now that you got a second Pro Late model back in your team, I'd love to see that happen. I think there's probably a lot of avenues, a lot of guys that wouldn't mind coming up under your wing here at Delaware.
Yeah, for sure. You know, there's a lot of good talent from here to Peterborough. So, you know, if somebody out there that might want to give it a whirl and get a little bit of sponsor behind them, we'll be gladly lease them a car.
Now, will you be back here for the final time that the APC Mini Series comes back to Delaware? Will you be here to defend this win?
I think so. I think this is the game plan right from the get-go to do the last APC 100. We're looking forward to beat the heat next. Not deciding what car to take yet, but you know, we may come up with autumn colors.
That's always a good problem when you've got two cars that are both so strong that you don't know which one you want to take to a race. That's always a good problem. And right now the plan is to finish out the Oscar Super Late Model Series in 2014 as well?
That's our #1 goal, is to stick it out there. So
thank the folks that make all this possible for you, Jesse.
Again, I want to thank my dad for sure, because he's the guy that brings the money. Bob Marr Farms, Dreamcatcher Foundation, Cameron Crane, Bill Fowler Metal, and the Happy Hour group really helped us out by selling us this car. So.
There you go, folks. He was untouchable here tonight. Make sure to come out in the final round of the APC Super Series when it comes to Delaware, because Jesse Kennedy is just an artist here. Jesse, thanks so much for the time. Congratulations on the win, and we'll chat with you at the Beat the Heat in a couple of weeks.
Great. Thanks, Spencer.
The big game hunter, Jesse Kennedy, your winner here.